Living in Indonesia is quite challenging, especially when you must deal with big corporations whose HR department decided to abuse their power. This HR person laughed at the prospect that some applicants dare to ask for a salary. Seriously, it's a valid question to ask, and you're just laughing.
It's not common to ask for a salary in front of you.
Well, it should be. If these companies want us to work for them, they must tell us how much we're gonna get paid.
Big companies are not necessarily like that.
More reason not to apply to big companies that will royally screw you over. This also applies to non-Indonesians out there. Being a corporate slave is not great.
Basically, the job market is a free market. Companies will hire applicants who can give the highest value.
In other words, companies will hire applicants that they can abuse and overwork to whatever extent that they like. I mean, if you really are desperate for work and can take whatever abuse you got, then corporate slave is for you. It's disheartening to know that the companies that actually support hardworking Indonesians are foreign companies, like Mihoyo. We talked about the Hoyo First fandom quite a lot, and I have expressed my disdain to them, but I do have to admit, this is a win. Mihoyo decided to hire some Indonesian artists to make promotions of their game Zenless Zone Zero. Funnily enough, one of the artists that they hired and the locations that they place is in Denpasar, Bali. I just so happened to be in the area, and look at what I found. Yup, I found that particular graffiti art as well. It took me quite an investigative Google Maps search to find it, but I did find it, and it was fun. So thank you, Mihoyo. You might have one of the most rabid fandoms on planet Earth, but supporting Indonesian artists and bringing me into this fun Easter egg run to find that graffiti art is two totally appreciated wins. If you're in Indonesia, you might find hunting these images to be quite fun. I still won't play any of your games though. Speaking of Bali, lots of people have been retreating to Bali. I can't blame them, it's my hometown. It's a wonderful place to live in. One of those people that retreated to Bali are these alpha men. Check out this video. This is an ad that promises you an alpha male retreat in Bali, where you as alpha males can gather with other alpha males to train. Considering that Bali is my turf and all, let me tell you people, you can get all these for much cheaper and less, gay. Seriously, no women? That sounds extremely gay if you ask me. No alcohol? That sucks for those that like them. No drugs? Of course, it's Indonesia. They'll sentence you to death for that. No smoking? Sucks to you, smokers. No party? Sucks to you, party lovers. No entertainment? This whole thing is just entertainment. No video games? Sounds boring. No distractions? This whole retreat is a distraction. I'm pretty sure your job is in this retreat. No fast food? No junk food. Wait, what's the difference? No hookups? Well, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that on Bali anyway. No scrolling, hold on. I saw a bunch of you on your laptops and phones. What do you mean no scrolling? And no negative people. Yeah, sure. And then you meet the bogans. I just find it funny how these alpha males are so desperate in becoming a male that they actually said no woman as a positive. That sounds incredibly gay. But no, they have a say on what's gay or not. They have a real taste on women. Check out this insecure alpha male. Apparently, if you like these ladies right here that look like athletes with toned bodies and all that, that means you are gay.
The increase of this body type in women seems to coincide with the rise in homosexuality.
Yeah, that's just a coincidence. Also, athletic women have looked like this for a long time now.
If you're attracted to this body type in a woman, it could be because the gay culture has gotten a hold of you.
That's right. If you like muscular women, that means you are gay. Seriously, I don't get you, alpha males. These women are still women. They might look buff and sometimes a bit androgynous, but they are still women. It's not gay to like them. What is gay is being this insecure about one's taste for women.
This is about appearing and carrying yourself in a distinctly modest and feminine way, and there is nothing modest or feminine about this appearance.
Yeah, it's almost like these women are athletes and not models for Louis Vuitton. We got plenty of hoopless to tackle, but before we get to all that, check out this cool-looking, glitched-out, pixelated building in Bangkok, Thailand, called the King Power Mahanakhon. Also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You're all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below, just $1. And you have supported this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, we have relationship hooplas. I do not understand the modern dating world.
We should be able to see and admit that the desperate push for monogamy, when more people are poly now, is clearly a sign of capitalism transitioning into fascism.
Okay, there are many layers of wrong in this statement. First off, monogamy is the default, not polygamy. The internet makes you think that polygamy is the default, but the internet is not reality, so throw that notion out the window, or you're not living in reality. Second, what's with this trend of calling completely traditional things fascist? Monogamy is not the new fascism. Capitalism is not the new fascism. Just because it's the traditional way of doing things doesn't make it fascist. Oh wait, it probably does to these people's minds. But you know what? Putting all the politics aside, I think the word fascist here shouldn't have been used. You might as well use the word evil and convey the exact same meaning. So capitalism is evil and monogamy is evil too, because some random on the internet says so. People are lucky to even be in a monogamous relationship. The fact that you are in a polyamorous relationship puts you in a fortunate situation, or at least about as fortunate as a poly relationship can be. I mean, check out this doofus. According to this maidenless loser, he can't get laid. Why?
Recently became a millionaire but can't get laid. Middle 30s. All I do is worry that I am going to lose my job.
You are rich, but you are worried that you're going to lose your job. That sounds like something that those Indian scammers say to scam people, except they only say that they're going to lose their job. Them being millionaires is unfortunately true, to some of them at least.
Whenever a woman looks at me, I can't initiate conversation cause in my mind I am superior than her.
Well, yeah, you're a rich scammer. You are superior, so you're gonna have to find an equally rich and devious scammer. But you have to be careful not to get scammed back. Actually, I don't know what job you are on right now, but saying that you're gonna lose your job just triggers my scammer alarm, especially when you claim to be a millionaire. Seriously, can you hire hookers instead? Moving on from relationship issues, we have AI bros being arrogant assholes. Imagine being this much of an inconsiderate douchebag. This is a redraw of Claire Redfield and Jill Valentine portrait from the video games. But this AI bro came in and took things into stupidity by rendering an AI-generated version of Claire Redfield. Not only you disgrace this artist redrawing, you also disgrace my Resident Evil waifu.
How long do you think it took the original artists vs how long it took you? Incomparable, I imagine.
Redrawing takes actual effort and care. You, on the other hand, just typed in prompts on the AI generator and can totally go screw yourself.
Okay, princess. I don't use Photoshop or editing tools to a high standard then, and people don't pay me to do so.
Photoshop requires skills, time, and effort to use. You just need to type in words and let the machine do the work for you.
Go have this conversation with the original artist and see how the shoe feels on the other foot.
If I'm the original artist, I would be pleased with the redraw and more insulted with your AI trash. And finally, here's a nice funny hoopla dessert to end this compilation of stupidity. It's only in the UK where I hear people getting arrested for knives. This particular knife is special because it's the freaking Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, or at least a replica of it that has a length of 6 inches. So this poor Brit was arrested because he carried a 6 inches replica Master Sword. He was arrested by the cops because he approached them. No idea why he approached them, but he was charged £154 for victims surcharge. I'm pretty sure there are no victims in this commotion, so why was he charged with that? Oh wait, never mind, maybe there were victims, and that's the ego of the British police. Seriously, this guy did nothing wrong. Is the replica so sharp that it can actually kill people?
With a bit more self-awareness, Bray could have avoided contact with us completely.
I mean, we still don't know why he approached you guys with a replica sword. 4 months in prison and a fine for something that the guy admitted is not a weapon is a bit much. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.